king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she?
It feels wrong. Where are we now? Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death, because we have no answer for it. But when it comes and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
Her name is Herva, the daughter of a berserker, born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
Dillion, I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember?
I'll find him.
What's that? Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices? Is that his voice or the voice of the dead? Not Dillion.
Dillion's calling to you. Can you hear him?
Where is he?
He sounds like he's getting further away.
Have you lost him?
You're going the wrong way.
Are you lost, and have you lost him?
Herva disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader.
Follow this way.
When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires, as though they were mist.
I can hear him.
Down the north. Within the burial mound, Herva calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead.
Doesn't sound like Dillion.
What's happening? It's not him, it can't be.
What's that sound? The voice is changing.
That's
Herver ignores her father's warnings. The grave mound opens, and it seems to be full of fire. Again, Herver demands her inheritance, but her father warns her the sword is cursed and would be the bane of her family. But he relents and brings her the sword. She leaves the island with it, but the curse holds true, and death would follow in the years to come. And so, Senua, the misdeeds of a father have cursed his daughter.
Find another way. It's not working. You have to use your mind. Where can you go? You're failing. Find another way. Think. Focus. Use your mind. Where's he gone? He's disappeared. You let him slip through your fingers once again.
Think clearly. You have to find another way. There has to be another way.
What's in there? What's in there? Is it a secret room? No bars. How do you get in there? How does she get in there? Maybe you can't. There's no way in. Find a way. There has to be a way. Find a way. There's always a way. Don't stop now. Don't give up now. Find a way. You're too close to stop. What's in there? Quiet. He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him. That voice. It's not Dillian. You don't recognize it. Don't doubt yourself. You'll never find it. She doesn't recognize it. Yes, you do. You know where you are. She doesn't. Listen for his voice. Listen. Dillian. Where listen are you? For his voice. Dillian. She can't hear him. Does everything look the same? Looks the same.
wants me to face my fears. Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chieftain's son.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal?
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No!
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods. Come, child, take my hand. Come. Senua.
I am leaving!
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
It's done. You did it, but there's more. There's more. You're tired, but you have to keep going. There's still more. There's always more to do. It's not going to be easy. Can you do it for one? It's too much. Have you got the energy? She hasn't got the energy. No. Too much.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
You fail. Okay.
Where are we? What is this? It's the same.
It's lighter.
The bridge. It's not broken.
It's fixed.
What happened? The bridge is fixed.
Let's cross it.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Baldur dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Baldur's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness, swear an oath not to harm her sons. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Baldur's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
He's waiting for you. He always said he's close. He cares about you. He is close. He loves you. Calling you. Dillian. Dillian, we're here. Dillian. We're nearly here. Through the gate. Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it. What's behind the gate? Where will it take you? It's not safe. Dillian. There he is. What are you waiting for? Quick, find a way. Find him. Go through before he disappears. Dillian, don't lose him. Way too many times. You always let him disappear. Dillian, there he is. Where's he gone? We're in the wrong world. He's not here. She's in the wrong. He's not in this world. He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world. The dark world.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of color stretching away from the gloom. Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
And asks Baldur's mother, is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe? I did not ask the mistletoe, Baldur's mother confesses. I thought it was too young. Oh dear.
He was the only one that didn't mind the curse. Why isn't he here? He's gone. He's in the dark world. He's gone to the dark world. You're in the wrong world. He's in the other world. The dark world. Without you. What does it feel like to be in love? Your love because he believed in you. Where are you taking him? He's up there. How do you get up? There's a way. There is a way up there. Find the way. She can do it. You're nearly there. She finds the way. Look what happens to the things you love. Look what happens to the things you love.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Baldur. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, I cannot see where Baldur stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies, here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands. And Huth throws the mistletoe at Baldur. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Baldur is killed. And for this, Hood is slain.
Your curse is played to him. Poor Dillion. He didn't know it was cold.
Nobody will love her now. Can you remember what love feels like? Look what happens to the things she loves. She destroys the things she loves.
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea, and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf, and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes, and the rollers burst into flames.
Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillion. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds.
Do you feel safe? Dillion loves
That of Zinbel and her past, and Dillion, her future.
Do you remember
Two realities
the tree?
tearing at her soul.
By minute. She's doing it. You're special. She thinks she can. They mean nothing. Be special. It's a waste of time. It could all be a waste of her time. What if the gods are just toying, playing? What if the gods are laughing at her? Messing with her ignorance. First time. He led you astray. You should have listened to your father when you had the chance. Why didn't you listen to him? This love has tortured you, and it tortures me.
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see his true list. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder, weep him out of Hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they find in a cave. Balder was never my friend, she says. Let Hell keep what she has.
You owe your life to Do you have no time for this? Speed up. Yours is alive and Dillion's dead. It doesn't deserve to be dead. They save the trials to distract you. They set you up, and now they're going to watch you. What if these trials mean nothing? Laughing at you. What if they take you no closer to Dillion? That was Dillion, and you let this get in the way. What if they are just to tire you out, to make you weak before the battle? And now the darkness is swallowing you both. Do you even remember? His love is guiding.
The Northmen tell how the gods punished Loki for Balder's death.
Dillion saved you.
They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his 2 sons and turned one into a wolf, and he ripped his brother apart.
What if this is pointless?
What are you doing? Why did you think you could make this work?
You keep seeing runes. You see runes everywhere.
Everywhere.
But what if they're not real?
What if they don't actually make sense?
If they're a trick?
The gods were lying.
If you think it makes sense, but really the gods are playing with you.
It makes sense in your mind, but it doesn't make sense. Worlds.
The gods are playing, but it doesn't mean anything.
You can't read this language. You don't understand sense. You're wasting time. You have no
Cursed. You succeed.
slow.
Quicker.
Dillian!
Very, very careful.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zinbel. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. You have blood in your hands.
You are guilty.
Was it worth it?
Dillian!
It's not safe.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld,
You're going to fall.
and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zinbel.
She can do it. You can do it.
I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, learned to see the world through his eyes. Slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Very careful.
You've come this far, don't let it slip away.
It's a narrow bridge. And there's a long way to fall. It's not safe.
You're going to fall, careful.
No, she's not. She's not going to fall. She's strong. She's steady. She can do it. You can do it, Senua. Be quick. Be quick. No! Breathe.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. So we fix them by taking away their sight. But you give up the beautiful world that you, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares. Or is this the price
What
you
if this
pay?
is
for the
pointless?
gift
What
you
if you're
have?
wrong? What if this has nothing to do with the sword? What if we're wrong? The sword will never.
A gift that makes you so special in my
What if this is the end?
just
It's
another
just a
part.
trick.
Personal love.
It's just a pointless test. You've been fooled before. You could be fooled again. You're being tested.
I lived for the wilds
It's
to
just
protect
their
you
game
from
for
my
you. You never know which way it's going to go.
Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.